Welcome everybody to the HolloTalk Podcast. This is Jetpack Nick, and I'm here with a very, very, very special guest, Ultra Bronx Legend. God demo, say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's the word, man?
No, man, we chilling. How you doing?
Ain't shit, man. Peace. Good. Smoking up this shit. Trying to wait for some more, but I'm good.
Nah, I feel you, man. Nah, welcome to the HolloTalk Podcast, man. It's been a long time coming.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
For sure. Before we get into it, though, let the people know who you are, what you're about, and what you do, bro.
Demo, man. Musician, label owner, executive, producer, engineer. I'm from the South Bronx, from Sample.
For sure. Shout out to the Bronx.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. Been making music for some time now, getting it out there. And yeah, just trying to play our part and shit.
I feel you. How long you been making music for?
Goddamn. I want to say, I've been around my whole life, for real, but 16, 17, maybe. 16, 15, when I took a serious type shit, I guess.
Okay. And your first official release was Delta Theory?
No, look, so the first release I ever did was some shit called the demo tape.
Okay. When did that drop?
I want to say 2012, maybe. I dropped 2012, maybe. And I think it was just exclusively for my mixtape. What was one of them sites? It was one of them goddamn sites that, like, back in the days, everybody used to like upload it might have been my mixtapes. And that's the only that piff. So that's where it was at. That's where it was on. It was only on that piff, literally. We put it out, and yeah, word. I had to be like 17 or something like that, 16 when we did that.
Yeah. So what you like, 28, 29 right now?
28.
28. And so you've been in here for a little minute making moves and shit.
Yeah, I be forgetting how old. I mean, I be thinking I'd be older than. I'm happy I am.
I feel you.
This shit, because I be feeling like I was been doing this shit since Grandmaster Flash. I be tight right there.
No shit. Speaking of that's a good segue to my first official question, right? So my first official question, being that you a Bronx legend, you from basically the Mecca of hip hop, South Bronx, right?
Right.
Who's some of your favorite Bronx MCs, in your opinion, or some of the best, I should say?
Pun, of course. Pun is number one.
Absolutely.
Off top. There's a gang full of them, like Camp Low. Camp Low is literally probably
super underrated.
Yeah, Camp Low is the reason why I even rap.
Really?
Yeah, Lucchini.
Uptown Saturday Night.
Yeah. Don't get me up, swing. I got that whole shit. Listening to that shit when it's the way they rap and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's super unorthodox.
Yeah. I used to love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you really literally don't know what these niggas are saying.
No, right.
I don't even think they know what they're saying. But to be honest, introducing Phantom of the Dome, hooked through my heaven with levitation from Jimmy Jeeves and each seven show boat and Rugas flashline.
Bella Vontae Vicar, let's escape with this word for every confiscation figures.
Saturday, casting over ground, levitating Jiki and
Dashiki, so now Highland Call 54, chasing diamond runners in the ice bat. Yeah. I'm rocking with you. The crazy thing is, the crazy thing is, it's like, does it matter really? And even if it didn't matter, like the shit was still hot, but it made sense to some degree, like to some degree, like it definitely made sense, especially
in like Hot Cars 54 chasing diamond
runners.
Like I had to look that up. Like they had. That was an old show back in the 50s, I guess. That was called Car 54. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It was Bronx cops, two Bronx cops that used to be in Car 54, like go chasing around robbers and bank robbers and shit. So the bar made sense. It was just
it's just the way that they said it was so freaky.
Yeah.
Like hey, this shit just didn't seem like it should make sense. Like, and they talking about Armoretta, like niggas ain't know what Armoretta was.
Nah, not at that moment. Hell no. Nigga said Armoretta.
Shouts out to Sonny Chiba and Geechee Suede, man. Can't look.
Yeah, those are my guys, man.
For sure, man. Have you ever met them?
Sonny Chiba. Which one is the dark skin one?
The dark skin one is Sonny. No, Sonny Chiba.
Sonny Chiba. Yeah. Sonny Chiba. He was in a studio session that I was at one time. It was for his studio session, but it was in passing. I ain't really kicking with it, but seeing it was just in passing.
No shit. Even that's a dope look. Like just being in the presence of another legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Bronx Legend, speaking of that, man, Lord Finesse. That's the
I'm glad you both finesse up. Talk to me about that.
I linked up with him not too long ago. Some years ago. But yeah, for some mutual people I was working with, I worked with. And they put me in front of Finesse and shit. And it's kind of crazy because I was around him probably a few times. And we never did music. And then I did an interview with Noisy, I think. I think Noisy was it had to be Noisy. I think it was Noisy. They came to the house, interviewed me and shit. And I guess after they had left from interviewing me over here, they was like calling people. And one of the people that they had called that I don't know how they got his number was Finesse. And Finesse was just, he was saying shit about me I didn't even know that he felt. He was like, yeah, man, this guy's great, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn, that's tough. We never really did any work together yet. But that is a good homie of mine, OG.
Is that something you looking to do though? Like work with Finesse? Because you know, as much as people know him as being one of the dopest rappers, he's also one of the dopest producers too. And people don't really know that.
Yeah,
we definitely gonna get into that. We was talking off record about something like that, so we'll get into that for sure. But is that something you want to do though? Would you like to work with Finesse?
Hell yeah, man! Hell yeah, we definitely got something in the making. Just on some throw it in the air type shit. I mean, we both want to. I think we both want to work well. Shit, I want to work with him more than I'm sure he will work with me. But you know, it's a mutual respect for sure. And I'm gonna get up with him. That's definitely something that's gonna happen in the future for sure.
No, yeah, you guys speaking into existence. I ain't gonna hold you. So I actually reached out to Lil Finesse on numerous occasions, you know, because I wanted him to come on the podcast. You know, he's a dope MC, like I said before, a dope producer, but he's also the guy that, you know, got my guy Big L into hip hop. You know, he gave my guy L a shot. For people who don't know, that's my favorite rapper of all time, bar none. You know, so I definitely wanted to get Lord Finesse on to, you know, talk about some of those stories and things like that, because that would be like a huge thing for me, you know, to kind of do that. Just like it would be a huge thing for you to work with him, you know. So hopefully I'm able to get him on the pod, and hopefully you able to, you know, get a beat from him or get a verse from him or something.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen. Both of them.
Yeah, it's got to. You guys speaking into existence. That's why you on this platform.
No,
he gotta hear this. He gonna hear this.
That's my dog though, man. Shout out Finesse though, bro. That, like I said, I was humble. Nigga Noisy had called him one day and was just asking him about me and shit, and he just had nothing but great words and shit. I didn't even know he'd listen to my music that in depth. I know we met each other a bunch of times, and it was just more so a personal kind of like Bronx vibe, like, oh, what up, nigga, what up? Like, all right, cool, yeah, like, you know, feeling, you know, that energy. Mm-hmm. But apparently he really liked the music, and when they asked, it was love. So yeah, that's why it's gonna happen, man. Especially the podcast. I keep looking over at these goddamn jeans. I am tight. This shit is getting me hot.
No, we can worry about that. We can worry about the jeans situation later. I get it.
I gotta take these out my face. That's why. That's context for the listeners.
Nah, I feel you. Listen, I told you, we got you. We gonna send you some shit, bro. We gonna get you right, man.
Nah, I'm good. It's just I'm trying to fuck with my son Val. Val Lip. This is my dog too, man. Fuck with blood.
Shouts out to Val Lip, man.
Ordered that shit, man. Ordered a size too small for the waist. I'm getting too fat, man. It's my dad's stomach, I guess, too.
No,
Became a pouch. We got a pouch.
No, yeah, I get it, man. You be all right, don't get your little quarantine body, man.
No, I'm good, man.
No, but getting back to the question though, man. Like who else are some of the best BX MCs that you listen to?
Oh man, to be honest with you, man,
Got Fat Joe, KRS, like
KRS, yeah, Blastmaster, man. Like KRS is a given. Fat Joe, I love him. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other different artists. I love anybody from the Bronx in general, but I don't know. I don't know. There's not really a lot of, even though it's crazy to say this, being the Mecca, the Mecca of, the hub of,
for sure.
But yeah, the ones that you can think of on the top of your head, the legends, the Mount Rushmore, the Bronx, the hip hop and shit is about it. And they really old school, old dudes.
Right.
And recent times there hasn't been, anybody that kind of, and I think if anything, Pun has had the most influence on me and just the Bronx in general, hip hop wise, aside from KRS. But KRS is a different
yeah, he's in a whole nother like stratosphere.
Yeah, but he's in the whole era. Like that's my mom's people. You know
right.
what I'm saying? In the sense of like, my mom's walk in the room and hear some KRS and be like, "Oh, what you know about?" You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. And it Pun is for me, for us. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, top 2 for me all time. Pun's out of here, bro. Like lyrically, see, and like for one of the things too, like I think Pun came at a time where MCs really wasn't rapping like Pun. Like of course you had your lyricists, you had your Cool G Raps and your Big Daddy Kanes and guys like that who I'm pretty sure influenced Pun, but the flow that he came with, the shit that he was saying, the words he was using, the comedy in his shits, the skits, like everything.
Actually, bro, on the contrary too, like the nigga Pun was actually rapping at a time where there was a bunch of nice niggas.
Exactly. And he was better than everybody, basically.
Everyone. Yeah. Pun, Big was around, fucking that legendary freestyle.
Yeah, they was
they
all sitting at the table. Cannabis,
Cannabis.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just even X and Cannabis alone. You know
what
I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you sitting there, so it was heavy hitters and Pun. That was the thing about rapping back in the days, though. Back then, like everybody had like a real signature, like specific fingerprint with them. You know what I'm saying? Like not one person sounded or kind of like, you know what I'm saying, felt like the last person paused in the sense of like, just energy and vibe and shit. Everybody had their like own specific kind of thing that they did. Yeah. And Pun, he kind of just embraced, Boricua Bronx.
Yeah, the vibes, the boogie down. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Pun, man. He's definitely greatly missed, but like you got people like Nori and Fat Joe and people like that keeping his memory alive. Very, 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 very much. So shouts out to them for that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to like Nori, Joe. However it goes. Shout out to his son, Chris Rivers.
Chris Rivers. He's also nice. He's super nice. You know Chris Rivers?
Yes, sir. That's my guy.
Okay. That's my guy. All right. Well, we got
bump into him every here and there. We live in the same area. So
all right. But well, we definitely got to set that up. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Demo for setting that up. I'm putting it on you. I'm putting that on you.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, so I got to talk to Chris, man. He's another one of the guys who like I listen to, like, that's around, your age and things like that. Guys that's a little bit older than me. Y'all been holding it down for New York City. And speaking of that, I want to, ask you another question. You being an NYC artist, New York hasn't necessarily been number one in a little minute now, as far as like the place where the best hip hop comes out. But you being a New York artist, do you feel a responsibility to get NYC back to the forefront, like as far as like lyricism, top tier lyricism, and making dope music?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. It's kind of like playing along with the times and shit, and still having you don't want to be out the loop. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of like being great, I think, inside of anything for real. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing basketball. It's all my analogies. I love analogies, like basketball analogies. But it's like playing ball type shit. Like you can't. Somebody who would be playing ball right now in this day and age would not ever be considered the best if he played like somebody from like Jordan. Right. Or like he played like you know what I'm saying, 90s ball player. Like he would have had to pick up some kind of skill or some kind of like understanding of the game at this current moment. Like playing with a Steph who's pulling from fucking half court. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? For like real. You gotta have to adjust your game kinda. So with that being said, like, yeah, I definitely want to do the lyricism and make sure we be, you know, high caliber music is getting brought back to, you know, the hub of where it is, but gotta do it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? But I guess to answer your question for sure, yeah, I'm wearing that. We're gonna wear that, you know, and make sure we definitely do that for the city, but in a more enhanced way. You know what I'm saying? More modern way type shit. That's my thing too. Like I don't really like, I'm not really the biggest fan of kind of one-sided artists sometimes. In the sense of, I mean, you have your energies like that. Like, if you want to listen to some gangster shit, you got a gangster artist. You want to listen to some sentimental shit, sentimental artists. You want to listen to, but I feel like that kind of like separates, a kind of like splits your audience kind of in a way. And genuinely, are you being kind of true to yourself? Because not everybody wakes up every single day feeling gangster. Not everybody wakes up every day feeling sentimental. So it's, you know, you got to wake up and kind of make the music that you feeling. And I feel like that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm getting good at. Well, I think I am good at it.
No, you are for sure.
But that's just a thing that I try to really focus on, though. You know what I'm saying? I try to be aware of it at least. Like, make sure that the next song that I'm writing didn't sound like the last one, or like concept matter, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's a big thing.
No, yeah, absolutely. And you know, me being a long time listener of your music, I definitely could see that as your catalog has grown, you know, from Delta Theory, you know, you was, you know, I could tell it was real street, real heavy on lyricism. You could tell like you was young and you was hungry, you was ready to, you know, just make your music. You could tell by the beats sounded a little different. It sounded more grittier, you know, things like that. And once OBE came out, then you could tell, okay, he's taking a step. He's taking a step up in creativity. You know, like you could hear the different sounds in the beats that you use, the lyricism, you know, just some of the things that the album just portrayed, even with the cover art itself. Like, it was super trippy. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, so and then so on and so forth. You know, as you know, Not For Real came out, Delirium, BTZ, you know, all those projects, you could see the growth of you as an artist and all the things that you just mentioned.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you.
No, yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, try to just that's kind of the main thing I focus on every other project. Definitely not trying to have the next one sound like the next one, but more so just real meticulously, like on emotional shit, or like content shit, or like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's storybooks. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So you don't want to, you know, I be cheating somebody, a reader, if you wrote the same book twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of in a way. So yeah.
And a lot of artists are doing that, you know, and that's been happening for a long time now. Like how we was just talking about, like when we was talking about Pun and some of those guys, like everybody had their own signature style. When you listen to somebody's song, you knew, okay, that's such and such. When a Busta song comes on, you like, oh, that's Busta Rhymes. Like a Pun song come on, oh, that's Pun. A Nas song comes on, that's Nas, Jay, and whoever else you want to name. Then when it changed, everybody sounded the same. Like T-Pain just came out and just ran it on that shit, talking about, you know, we already got Lil Uzi and Lil Baby and Da Baby and all these guys. Like, y'all keep making the same fucking music. Like, come with something original. Like, let's change the landscape and, you know, make it what we fell in love with. And, you know, I can't say that I condemn certain artists for making the same music. To each his own, do your thing. But when we talk about what we really love and making dope music and great music, that's not cutting it.
Yeah. No, I don't condemn nobody. I love it, actually. I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I'm a fan of, I'll fuck with some shit that is like that, you know, in the example that we're talking about.
For sure.
It's just more so as an artist, like artistry-wise. That's what I mean. I'm being fickle with artistry, not more so from the outside in, but from the inside looking outside.
Gotcha.
Like actually doing it. You would know too, like just being a writer and being part of it as well. Like just it's like, again, playing ball. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go to the park and critique somebody's jump shot, you know, or they game. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Before you actually even play with them, before you even, you know what I'm saying? Like from a distance, like, yeah, damn, that's all this nigga does right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think as a baller or as an artist in this in that analogy, and this one, I do that same thing, kind of like analyze artists, you know what I'm saying? And kind of watch game tapes and critical on certain things to enhance my situation as well. But once you're critical watching other people's shit, sometimes you realize what you shouldn't be doing, what the fuck, you know, it is that you can do better, all that extra shit.
No, that's a fact. So, but like, does your perspective change, or do you have like multiple perspectives because you're an artist versus you just listening as a fan of these people, or is it one and the same for you?
Like, explain that again. Like,
so like when you listen to different artists, right? And you're deciphering, you know, what they do, their artistry and things like that. You know, you being an artist yourself, is your perspective different as like, okay, I'm an artist versus you just saying I'm listening to it as a fan? Like, are those two different perspectives, or is it one and the same?
It's hard for me to answer that for real, because I mean, every artist is a fan at first. All artists is fans.
For sure.
So you listen to something, you start off as a fan. So I listen to it from a fan perspective for sure. I take it in from a fan perspective, but at the same time, I'm also not just a fan no more. Like, I'm an artist. So like it kind of blends. Some, like, you know what I'm saying? I do look at it from two different perspectives. There's a lot of times where I try to like stand aside and listen to some music from a viewpoint of me not making music, but then how much can I do that?
Yeah, because you got to make music.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's my job.
Yeah,
so,
right.
It's like, it's but so much I can really like sit there and like listen to something from a you know, unbiased, just open ear perspective type shit. And but yeah, I mean, it doesn't shit. To be honest with you, now since you said it, now since I'm explaining it to myself. Yeah, no, I think for a long time now, I haven't listened to something just specifically from a fan perspective. It was always from a competitor.
Right.
And you can appreciate something from a competitor's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, no, it's always just from a game tapes, watching an artist as an artist and taking in that shit. Yeah.
No, because the reason I asked that question is because, like you just said just now, like, you know, I feel like you having those two different perspectives, you listening to it as an artist versus you listening to it just as a fan. Like, as a fan, you could just appreciate art for it being what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you being an artist too, you critiquing shit that you would only understand because you do what you do. Like, for instance, like we was talking about basketball, you got fans who's casual fans. Like, you know, I like this player because, you know, they do such and such. But then when you talk to like an actual player or somebody that's a competitor against that person, they'll start breaking shit down that the casual or average fan doesn't understand. Right. And then your perspective is vastly different. Like, to everybody else, this person's dope. But to the people who do what that person does, they might not.
They're gonna tell you why that person is dope. The specialties that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know,
they'll break down why that person is actually really as good as they are. It's not really, you know, something like this face value of a fan. Like, you just catch it, you see and like, oh shit, I fuck with that. Like as another artist, you meticulously, I think, kind of break down, or as a competitor in any sense of this analogy, like as somebody doing the same shit as the person, you know, that you listen to, so you fucking with, or you watching, or whatever the case, you kind of like critically break down the shit that they do a little bit different than the next person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like even me, like I do the same shit with people who do podcasts. Like, you know, I watch podcasts, I listen to podcasts, you know, just to make sure my skills is what they are, you know, making sure that I'm picking things up from those people and, you know, refining my skills the same way that you would do as an artist. And, you know, as a fellow podcaster, I'll be listening to people in the way they ask questions or the way that they allow the conversation to flow. And I'll be like, really, bro? Like, you got this person sitting here for a fucking hour, 2 hours, and you ask this, or you ask that, or you don't ask this, or like just me being a fan. Like, I listen to Drink Champs. I could just be a fan on Drink Champs, and I just enjoy it for what it is.
But that's sometimes you like, nigga,
dope, though. Yeah, damn, I want to ask this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody will say something, and they about to tell a story, and you know, they just start talking over the person and never let them get to the story. I'll be like, fuck, like I wanted you to get to the story, bro. Let them get to the story.
Yeah. And you see, look, so that's perfect. That's a perfect example because, yeah, I mean, shout out to Nori and them too. I love that shit. Yeah, for
sure. I
can imagine how you look at that shit because like a motherfucker because you hit it on the nose. I be hating when Nori be doing that shit sometimes. Like, you know, let bro talk, B.
No, real talk, you know, and like, you know, you also gotta understand too, at least in this kind of forum, like, it's not really about me. Like, even though this is my platform and everything, people want to hear you or whoever the guest is at that moment in time. Unless, you know, it's just me on here or the topic is something that's specifically for me. Everybody want to hear what you talk about. Now, of course, I'm going to give you leeway to ask me questions and shit, you know, because this is just a conversation piece. Like, I don't want to make it seem like it's an interview or anything like that, which, you know, it technically is, but it's a conversation piece we build in, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think that having that ability to do that and make that person feel comfortable enough to be like, yo, this is just a conversation. I think that's something that separates, you know, the greats from anybody else who does this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Look, you see how you analyze, broke down that podcast game just like that? the casual podcast viewer has no notes like that. You got notes, nigga. So that's fire. Yeah. Same thing rap wise, same thing music wise. Just being critical in a good sense too. Of course. Constructive criticism way.
You know, and let me ask you too, because like I said, for me, I like to think I have one of the best music ears I know in the world, and I know like niggas who really in music. You feel me? Yes, like, so like for you as an artist, like how do you take constructive criticism? Like for somebody to say, oh, you should change this bar, or you should use this beat, or you know something like that. How do you take that?
I'm responsive. Yeah, I listen to shit. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I say this humbly. I say this humbly. For the most part, I don't catch that happening a lot of the times.
Right.
I'm real musically introverted in the sense of where it's like, just like you, I'm pretty sure you with the podcast or anything else, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of lock myself in a room in my mind with music and like the concepts of it, whether it's writing or beats or understanding certain things. So I think when now it's time, like performance time of like actually doing it, I do it well enough. I do it well enough to be able to like avoid having the naysayers and hecklers. Oh yeah, but and it's not even just that, because it's not even heckling and shit like that. It'd be people who actually probably want to actually tell you some shit that you feel like they should really be doing.
Of course.
But yeah, when it does happen, I love it. Of course, hell yeah. But I don't think that I don't catch that happening or not with on our side.
Nah, yeah, humble flex. So my man's just nice, man. I'll say it for you if you don't want to say it. My nigga Dot Demos, he's a legend. I keep telling y'all.
I mean, I'm blessed to like also have just a bunch of other talented niggas around me in the sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, musical motherfuckers around me that it's easy for me to make a certain musical decision without, you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to go down a certain path, whether it's a certain beat that I got, whether it's an idea that gets tossed around, so whatever the case may be, like it works out, so that's why I'm fortunate enough to not have to go through that in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, shit. Having a strong team is good in anything that you do, any discipline that you're involved in, or whatever. Especially when it comes to the creative side of things. I think like even for me, I got people who I talk to and like go over certain things when they say, "Yo, like I like what you're doing," because I'm real critical of myself. Like I listen to other people's opinions, but I know what I need to change for the most part. I know what I should implement and take out. And it's just a matter of like me sticking to that and, following through with it, but it's definitely important to have those people to say, yo, like, stop being so hard on yourself. Like you doing good, bro. Or like, I really enjoy what you do. Like, I know you nitpicking shit. Like you fine. Like just do your thing.
One of the illest sayings I ever heard was, you want to go fast, go by yourself. You want to go far, go with a team.
Yeah. That's an old African proverb.
Yeah. One of the hardest shits I ever heard in my life.
Not real talk. That's actually something I'll be trying to live by too, because like I be thinking to myself specifically, and I don't know if this is something for you or people who you know personally, but like I be like, damn, I should be here already. I should be at this upper echelon already. Like I feel like I got the skills, the talent to make it happen. But then again, it might not be my time for that to be the case. You know what I mean? Like to where I envision it being. But if I wanted to do that shit, I could go. Like I don't got to worry about nobody. I don't got to worry about nobody's opinions. Let me just go do my thing and get there and I'll be ready for it and fucking fizzle out. Versus rocking with my team, we're gonna go to the top, the top of this shit. We're gonna get there eventually, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there eventually, though, and we're gonna, we're gonna stay. We're gonna have some long-lasting legacy instead of just being a one-hit wonder or somebody that just got there and was hot for a little bit and then fizzled out. That's not what nobody wants, I don't think. So
foundation, yeah. Well, I mean, shit, you can't. Well, I don't want to say that. There's a lot of I met a lot of niggas throughout time doing music that they don't give a shit. That's actually what they want in the sense of not fizzle out, in that, it's all perspective. We looking at it like, go ahead, go crazy, go by yourself and then fizzle out. And then the next nigga might look at it like, nigga, go crazy, get the bag, and then I'm out.
No, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what the game, the kind of changed into somewhat in some kind of sense. Like niggas, it's a cash grab. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people who do it. That's probably not genuinely probably supposed to be doing it. But that happens with anything. That happens with a lot of shit.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know if you got anything.
No. I wasn't gonna say that about you. I was thinking like painters, like art in a sense. Yeah. I mean, shit, there's probably always
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it was probably always a bunch of shitty artists, like people who was making art.
Yeah.
But there was, you got like back in the days, like, what I'm saying, real skilled, bringing like see colors type of niggas. And then now you go to the millennium, the thousands and shit, and go to an art installment somewhere and they got a fucking shoe on a crate. You know what I'm saying? All gold, like sitting there on the wall or something. It was like, what the fuck is this?
But it'll sell for $100,000 or some crazy shit.
It's art to somebody.
Yeah, and I'm glad you even said that too, because I was actually having this conversation with somebody like off the record, and we was talking about like, can everything be good to somebody, or is certain shit literally just trash and that's what it is?
Yeah, but there's something for everybody, and even trash shit.
There's
something for everybody. Because it's trash niggas, it's trash females. So it's just so again, they might like trash. You know what I'm saying? Not to say it like that for real.
No,
it's the harsh realities of life. It's the, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's something for everybody though, for sure. For sure.
Nah, yeah, man. I'm just happy that I was able to come across you and be like, yo, the Son's music is for me. I like what you do. And like that's on some real genuine, type situation. Like I told you, like even off the record, like I've been listening to you since I was like 16, maybe 15, 16, 17, something like that. And I'm 23 now, and we got to this point. So it's time and patience is definitely a virtue.
Yeah, I should make me feel old as hell.
No, but you're not. You're only like 4 or 5 years older than me, bro. Like...
That is a fact. But you know how generations work though. Like in LA, like I mean, gang stuff in LA mostly. Generations go by 2 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like if somebody's older than you, if your cousin was older than you 2 years, by 2 years, that's a whole thing you missed. I think it's the same. I think it's kind of the same thing in New York, but I think it goes by like 3-4 year gaps. Like if somebody, because you got to think about it like high school. You know what I'm saying? Like in high school, while you was in 9th grade, you might have been doing what some sophomores would be doing. I mean, some juniors would be doing. Maybe even some sophomores. Sophomores is 11th grade, right?
No, that's junior. Sophomores 10th.
Okay, so well. Anyway you put it, you might be doing as a 9th grader what both of them niggas is doing, but 9 times out of 10, you really ain't doing what 12th graders is doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And that's kind of like the age gap, for real. Like if you think about it, even when you leave high school, for real, like that's probably even a 4-year gap too. As somebody, you know what I'm saying, in high school, you in 9th grade, what are you? 13, 14 years old, 14 years old.
Yeah, you go in high school about 14. Yeah, 14.
And look, that person that's about to go to college and getting out is what?
They 18.
17, that 4-year gap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big difference. It's definitely a big difference.
Yeah.
But even then though, like I don't know, like I can only speak for myself. Like I like to think I'm an old soul though. Like, so some of
you are like a motherfucker. You're my brother. I can tell it off top. My little brother is about to be 21 in a few days.
Nah, real talk, man. Shouts out to Run It Up Day, man.
Yeah, actually, look, they downstairs. Let me go on a detour real quick.
Oh, all right. We going on a tour, HolloTalk Podcast tour.
Yeah, motherfucking. I got Dave Disler downstairs, Pacino the Plug.
No, you got the squad.
Another artist that we work with called Gene. That's about to drop some stuff for him.
No, Faith in the building?
Huh?
I said Faith there?
No, Faith is not here yet. She coming today.
Yeah, man. Hey, we about to see the team, man. For the people who only gonna hear this, man, we on the detour right now. We about to see the folks. They go to gang right there.
See how smoky it is?
Yeah.
This is
hella hazy.
This is a podcast I'm on live right now.
Hella hazy. Shouts out to the gang. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? We doing some legendary shit. What's good, gang?
How you doing?
Chilling, man.
Yeah. Real quick, they working. You ain't got something you want to ask these niggas or something real quick?
Oh, nah, man. This for you right here. This for you, man. We gonna have the gang going later though for sure. But this for you.
Make sure these niggas.
Shouts out to y'all, man. Put in that good work, man. We out here. Keep doing that good music.
Appreciate it.
For
yeah,
sure.
Be back, man. Yeah, man. Oh, I ain't even so damn. You said that how many viewers? There's more people that do the audio than
Well, I don't know yet because none of the visuals dropped, but they're going to be coming out real soon. So I'll tell you when the visuals come out.
All right, so man, because I'm showing shit around and shit. Like, what the fuck is this showing here? I'm back at it though. Here we go.
You are good, bro. So I wanted to get into another question. If that's cool with you.
Yeah, let's go.
So I wanted to know like what your thought process was, or like what headspace you was in when you made, your projects. Like you could talk about one specifically. I don't really have like one specific one I want to talk about, because I want to talk about all of them, but I'll let you pick the first one that you would like to talk about.
I mean, I guess it'll probably be smarter to start with the newest one.
Okay.
9300. 9300 is about to come out.
That's the upcoming album, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with that.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I've been doing a bunch of stuff like independent for some time, and this project right here, we decided to fuck with a label just for one album, not because we needed it or not because of anything. I just wanted to. Actually, the person who reached out to me, shout out Mecca Rashawn. He's the president at Viper Records at Universal up there at that sub brand, and he's been an A&R for me for a little minute. Like he did OBE.
Classic.
Got it to like 1.5, like at 1 point something streams, like the Roberto and shit. He did well.
That's a great song, by the way. That's my favorite baseball player too. That's why that shit was. Yeah, it's a good jump.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because I'm Puerto Rican. My family's Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the typical Bronx.
My man.
But yeah, we Puerto Rican, so. Yeah, no, my grandmother loves. That's why we call ourselves. So that's why I spun up the name Don Camacho and shit.
Yeah.
Macho and shit. Anyway, I'm off topic. So look.
It's important to somebody. Shit, I ain't even know that's important to me, bro. You my man, 100 grand.
Yeah. Motherfucking Yeah, no, this was just the like leading up. Oh, so Mecca reached out to me and shit, and he was the A&R at the point in time. He became the president to this shit, and he reached out and was like, "Yo, bro, like, how you feel about the next project you do? Fuck with this label. Fuck with the label I'm part of. I just became the president of." I'm like, "Fuck it, nigga. Like, let's go ahead." You know what I'm saying? One album. We got a bunch of them sitting there like in the stash, but I felt confident enough that I know in general how. Not to say it like this humbly, but I know when we put out whatever we put out next, is going to get a good response to it, just because we got a good system and good like core situation of people. But yeah, this one was a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit more mature, I think, the way that I came about doing the project, I guess.
How so?
Since I've learned how to engineer, the ear of like musicality and like shit I chose to use or things I chose to do on this project is a little different. Overall, like I told you, before we got on the call, I feel like it's kind of all the projects mixed in one almost in a way. But yeah, that was the mind state leading up to this shit. I just had a son and shit.
Congratulations.
Only kid. Yeah, thank you, man.
Congrats, for sure.
My first child and shit, Sage.
No, shouts out to Sage, man. Sage gonna get some play on the 5, man. Shouts out to you, Sage.
Sage. Oh God. Yeah, no, he just getting into that mind state, I guess. Thinking a little bit different, like a pops and shit, and having to, put the gang down. Put it down. Not put it down, but
No, I know what you're saying.
Come back in the crib early. Come back in the crib.
Absolutely. You got reason to now.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
Yeah, so it's just staying on that album, right? And say the name of the album again.
9300.
9300.
Yeah, right. I got it tattooed on my fingers. 9300. It has multiple meanings and shit, but 9300.
You want to get into it or no? Yeah, you don't have to. I just asked. You don't have to.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you're probably the only person. All right, so look, it's my birth year, my little brother's birth year, and then it really has to do with like the start of gang shit, like stuff that happened inside of my area that led into other lot of different shit, you know what I'm saying, in the city, you know, or some organization shit. So yeah, you know, 9300. Yeah, that's the year that started, 93. So, you know.
Okay. All right. Oh well, shit, we know now, right? No, okay. So you know, staying on that album, like, would you say that, you know, out of all the projects in your catalog, that this is the best one that you've done thus far, or would you say that was another one that you've done prior to this one?
I mean, of course, I feel like this is the best one. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Just
you know, that's the generic answer. I know, I feel you. But if it's the truth, I can't tell you wrong.
Genuinely, realistically though, like this is musically and sonically the best project I've definitely ever put out.
Glad to hear that.
For sure. Raps as well. You know what I'm saying? Raps, of course. I think raps is always going to get better, you know, every time I drop some shit. And I say this humbly, but not humbly. I really, you know, rest in peace, Pun. I feel like, and shout out to KRS. And this is the first time I'm saying this to you. I really do feel like I'm the best nigga to ever touch a mic to come out the Bronx, aside from them two brothers. And they here.
I'm not mad at that claim. Like, listen, if that's how you feel, that's what you need to do to
be best to
keep
to
going.
come out.
By all means, bro. I'm willing to put you up there too. Like I said, you my guy 100%. And I told you, I really think I got one of the best ears when it comes to this music shit. And you know, for me to be rocking with you for as long as I have, and you know, even doing this shit, like that says a lot. Like just coming from me, like niggas who know, like they know to come to me if they got any questions about music. So that demo, man, y'all need to listen, real shit. Hey, he's like that.
Appreciate you, bro.
You know, and I'm happy that you said that you feel like sonically and musically this is your best project, because again, this was a conversation I had with a lot of people when we had music conversations. And before I really thought about it, I always said lyricism was more important than the music. But when I, you know, really took some time to think about it, I really think that music, or the music, is more important than the lyrics. Yeah.
Me and my little brother talk about this shit all the time. Actually, it's funny.
Well, what's your thoughts on it?
You think the music is more important?
Yeah, if I had to give it like a ratio, I would say like 60% the music, 40% the lyrics. And the reason I say this is because like I use this as an example. And shouts out the Group Home. No disrespect to Group Home as rappers or anything like that. Yeah. But DJ Premier to me is the best producer of all time, right?
Of course.
He came out and, you know, executive produced the whole Group Home album, right?
Yeah. Right.
And those beats, right? Those beats are so fucking fire, like that he made that album a classic. Now, when you break down their lyrics, you know, you wouldn't say that they're some of the best MCs of all time. Like I said, no disrespect to you know, getting to Group Home or anything like that, but it just is what it is. And my point,
they know that motherfucking DJ Premier Beats. They know that the DJ Premier Beats was not carrying them, but it was it
was carrying them. I ain't gonna hold you, but the whole point of it was like, what if Premier gave Nas them beats or Jay those beats? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like it would be so fucking crazy. But the fact that Premier was able to carry that album basically on just the beats alone says a lot about this conversation that we having.
So look, I feel like it's 50-50.
Okay.
I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like the music, of course. Do you know who I feel like is the most important person? The engineer.
Okay. I agree with that.
The person who makes the shit sound like some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if anything, you probably gotta, you know, cut the percentages down to the thirds, like, you know what I'm saying? Because for real. Okay, so look, if you can have a beautiful
let's get into it.
You can have a beautiful beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fire music. Essentially, all you got is an instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
You can have some fire bars. Essentially, all you got is a poem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, one or the other makes the cat. You know what I'm saying? There's songs that are horrible bar wise, but like the way that person's hitting it and the beat, and it's like, ooh, that's crazy.
Exactly.
I forgot who said it. Nas. It might have been KRS. I forgot who said it. And they said it on Drink Champs. It might have been Drink Champs. I don't remember. But they said the illest niggas who like the illest writers, the illest people who do music is the people where you can like take their words off of the song and put it on the wall and read it on a mural on a wall, and the shit still hit you.
Yeah.
Like you can read that shit and be like, what? That was hard. Like, who the fuck wrote that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So that when I first heard that made me realize how powerful and strong words are on a song. Because people are actually obviously listening, especially now. It's a juxtaposition, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, niggas was listening. It switched over. First off, niggas, as B-boys, hip-hop started off as like the beats, you know what I'm saying? But then the MC was just important as the DJ. Even though the DJ was sitting back, the DJ was the most important.
Of course.
Off top.
For sure.
But because he you know, he's kind of just making sure the music is getting played. You know what I'm saying? It didn't even have to be nobody else's music. It's just beats, scratches, and then the MC made it more exciting.
Yeah.
Stepped on the spot, yo, So I feel like that it's just a 50-50. Like, you can't have one without the other. I mean, you can have one without the other. You can have an acapella rap that can come through and just say some shit, hence battle rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can have motherfucking nobody rap on the beat, hence an instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Or instrumental tape. So people thrive off of that. Flying Lotus is one of my favorite producers.
I'm glad you said that. That's a hell of a truth right there.
He's a producer. A lot of his stuff doesn't even have lyrics on it. Oh. And if it does, it probably just has a loop of something that he said or something that's crazy. So I mean 50-50. I feel like
I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
50-50, if really for real, it should be 30-30-40. 40 goes to the engineer.
The engineer. All right, I think I like that breakdown better. I like that breakdown better. The 40% to the engineer, 30 to the music, 30 to the lyrics.
For sure.
Yeah, because like I said, you think about some of your favorite songs, right? Like, what's your favorite rap song of all time?
Lucini. but I got Lucini off the top that I can think of right now.
Okay, so let's talk about Lucini, right? To me, right, Lucini's beat. Shouts out to Ski Beats too for making that beat. Lucini's beat is one of the 5 greatest hip hop beats of all time to me.
Yes.
Right. Like I have no problems listening to that beat just by itself. Like and this is not discrediting Geechee Suede or Sonny Chiba because the lyrics on that song is top notch, impeccable, legendary shit. Shouts out to them brothers, right? But that beat specifically, like it's out of this world. Yeah. And for me, not that the beat makes the song like for that song, but it's definitely like 55-45 or like 60.
It's a marriage. I'm telling you, you might be right actually. You might be right actually, because when that beat does come on,
like it's just something about that right there. Like
yeah, that shit comes on stupid. But like we were just talking about, like them niggas did something to that song. They did something to that beat that I don't feel like that nobody could have done at that time when niggas wasn't doing. Like they laid on that shit. So you know what I'm saying? They embodied that sound. That sound sounded like some like happy but some fly swaggy, you know what I'm saying?
Fly,
uptown
like,
kind of.
It sounded like what Harlem was.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. But they was from the Bronx. Like
it sounded like uptown.
Yeah.
And they embodied it. They said, and they, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
From just the provide, like the way they was rapping, the energy, the cadence, everything was on money. So, but I do give it to you though. What you said? What? 45?
I said like 50. Like just for that song specifically, I say like 55-45 at the most 60-40.
I'll give you
the beat.
I'll give you that.
You know, because like I said, I think about, so like again, like for instance, right, like we think about Nas, right? It's a stigma out there that says Nas is the worst beat picker, of his caliber of MC, right? Which I see why people would say that, but I don't totally agree. Now, what I will say is, when Nas gets the beats that people really like, you get Illmatic. You understand what I'm saying? Like you talk about that marriage of beat and lyrics. You got Premier beats, Q-Tip beats, Pete Rock beats, Lost Professor, LES. You get all the top producers, and you get one of, if not the best lyricists of all time. You put that shit together, you get, arguably the greatest hip hop album of all time. And then, as you go on, and he kind of gets away from that. His lyrics don't change. He's still one of the best lyricists of all time, but the music changes. And then then that's when you got Jay saying it's a one hot album every 10-year average. You feel me? Like I don't think Jay would have had no ammo to say that if he was getting Premier beats and Lost Professor beats and Q-Tip beats and P Rock beats on every album. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. Nah. I mean, even then. So who was the main producer on the main producers on It Was Written?
Oh, It Was Written. I want to say Dre did one. Havoc. I don't know if Premier did anything on It Was Written. But yeah, it wasn't the same guys though. It was still some top level.
1 and 2. I didn't know you was in the.
It was still some top. It was still some top level guys. But I don't think it was the same guys from Illmatic. And again, it was written as one of the top 10 hip hop albums of all time to me. Some people say that they like it better than Illmatic. I don't agree with that, but some people feel like that.
No, there's a lot of people actually. I just had a whole conversation about that the other day. To be honest with you, there's some in-depth songs on It Was Written, man.
Oh, crazy, absolutely.
Illmatic does it though. Illmatic there's really nothing. It's really nothing like that though. Just because, like, I don't know. I think the collaboration of all of the producers that was on there. I think Lost Professor was the only one that had multiple songs. Right?
No. Premier had New York State of Mind. He had Memory Lane, and I think that's it. Q-Tip had One Love.
Q-Tip had one. Everybody else had, I think, one.
Yeah, well, Premier had 2. I think it might be 3, but I know 2 for sure. Large Pro had Halftime. He had I don't know if he did Represent. I'm not sure, but I know he got Halftime and he got It Ain't Hard to Tell. Because the album is only 10 songs. Well, 9 technically, because the Genesis is not a song; it's a skit basically. But yeah, it's 9 songs basically, with like 6 producers.
Yeah, one of the greatest. What do you think? So? What you pick? Reasonable Doubt or Illmatic?
Or Illmatic. They keep it all the way tall with you. Those are my top 2 albums of all time. Illmatic 1, Reasonable Doubt number 2.
Okay.
They keep it all the way tall with you. Why?
Yeah.
So for Illmatic, like I was listening to shit as a kid. Like, so me listening to Nas' Illmatic at fucking 9 years old, 8 years old, like I'm not supposed to be doing that and like really, you know what I'm saying? Like really understanding this shit. But like I said, I'm an old soul, so I always go for rap music. So listening to Nas, I'm like, oh yeah, this shit's different. And I couldn't necessarily tell you what was different about it, but I just knew like it just hit something different. Like it was hit something different in the spirit. With
when I was
go ahead. No. I
want you to finish that.
So with Reasonable Doubt, Jay was always like that guy, he was always number 1 basically for everybody, especially like, early 2000s when I was like old enough to actually know what the fuck was going on. But, I went back and listened to Reasonable Doubt, and Reasonable Doubt, I just feel like it was not a carbon copy of Illmatic.
Oh God!
But No, I'm about to explain it.
Let me let you finish.
It wasn't like a carbon copy of Illmatic, but it had some very similar aspects of what Illmatic was. But Jay did
Illmatic
it
came out first.
For sure. It was the blueprint, like literally, like no, right. That went over people's heads.
It was the blueprint for everybody.
They don't get it. It went over their heads.
Right, yeah, that's crazy. It was the blueprint. Wow.
You feel me? But
he's gonna have Jay call us tomorrow, like, yes.
Yeah, I need to get Jay on here, man. I hope that's the ultimate goal, getting fucking Jay-Z on here. But like I feel like Reasonable Doubt was like, I don't want to say a carbon copy because it's not, but it just had so much similarity to what Illmatic was as far as the conceptual aspect of what the album was, right? Like, just a New York guy talking about what's going on in the city. Now, Nas was more so of like the perspective of the kid sitting in the window or the kid sitting on the staircase, watching what's going on and just kind of reporting it, right? Jay was more so, I'm the guy that he's watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
that's
so
funny that you put it like that, because that's
like so it's like, okay, so like for instance, like my favorite Jay-Z verse of all time is from Bring It On Reasonable Doubt. That's my favorite Jay-Z verse of all time, right? Mannerisms of a young Bobby De Niro, spent Spanish wisdoms in the whip with De Niro, crime organized like the Pharaoh, I cream, I diamond clean, hot post like how I can't. Yeah, that shit right there, that's my favorite Jay verse of all time. Now, in that verse, like he's talking about basically being on the block, moving weight. Shit that he claimed that he's done. I don't want to say he did or he didn't. That ain't for me to say. I'm just going based off of the record. But it's about him moving weight basically.
How many bricks Jay lost?
A whole lot.
No, he said it on the song. It was like something stupid, like 60 something.
I don't remember, but like something that he said. He said 2.2 pounds, your belly 125 grams. Wouldn't expect y'all to understand this money. Like, you feel me? Like now, me saying that, people don't understand 2.2 pounds equals a kilo.
Yeah.
You feel me? People don't know that though. So like him saying some shit like that, like, it might sound simple maybe or whatever, but it's not. You know what I mean? So like him doing
one of the hardest.
Him doing all of that on an album where he has similar production to Illmatic, which goes back to my point of the 55-45, 60-40 shit.
You think Reasonable Doubt has similar production to Illmatic?
Yeah, it's as far as like using some of the same producers and them allowing the artist and being Jay-Z to really express his lyricism on the track. Like it was like a perfect. Okay, the best way to explain both of those albums as far as the production and the lyricism is like
Politics as Usual was one of my favorite songs.
You feel me? Like and that's another one that people like, and that's one of them lost ones that people don't really like, listen to. That's not like their favorite track. That's one of the ones.
How that starts? I'm trying to remember the first bar.
I don't remember offhand. I don't remember offhand. Let me actually Google it for you. Wow. I don't remember. I don't remember how the what's the name work, how it started. But
who won the bet? No. That's their presidents. Who won the bet is that we don't touch letters, stack cheddars forever.
He says you can catch me skating through your town, putting it down, y'all relating. No waiting, I'll be on your block, your friend, how I'm like Satan. Yeah.
Y'all feeling niggas struggle. Y'all thinking nigga
love to hustle behind the wheel, trying to escape my troubles.
Can't stand the grief in me. I'm talking sweet the keys. Person of very God.
Yeah.
Never bought this grief to be. My life is based on sacrifices. Jews like ISIS. That think
yeah, but you feel me? So like the best way I can explain what I'm trying to say is like Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt are like two classic movies, right? Like that, like the acting is on point.
Right.
The cast is crazy.
Like Scarface and like fucking
The Godfather. Exactly. So the movie is fucking amazing, right? The cast is crazy. The acting is on point. It's so much shit that you could take out of it and apply to your life, right? But it also has a legendary score too. You feel me?
Right.
Like when you listen to Scarface, you know, you want to hear Push It to the Limit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you listen to The Godfather, you listen to that Godfather.
That's there,
You feel me? That's how I would explain those two albums. Reasonable Doubt is Scarface, and fucking Illmatic is The Godfather.
Okay, yeah. I can take that. But yeah, no, look, I felt like I don't know. Yeah, that's actually a really good analogy. I mean, I'm trying to think about those two movies though, because like there's a lot of people that will hold up obviously Scarface higher than The Godfather, just because cultural impact.
I feel you. I wouldn't necessarily do that. Like I think The Godfather is probably like the
Godfather is a
movie ever.
Like I feel like more critically acclaimed movie.
Me too. I believe that too.
It's more heavier, like, and it's because one is they had 3 parts. It's way longer. The movie is 2 hours each. You know what I'm saying? Martin Scorsese is tough.
Super
like, you know
tough.
what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, like, I mean, that's why. But like, Scarface had more of a cultural impact. Like that was in the 80s. That was when crack was just becoming crack. Yeah. That was when niggas was getting money, stupid, ridiculously, like outside in the streets. Niggas, everybody felt like Tony. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I compared those specific albums to those specific movies. Like
you are right.
Niggas wanted to be like Jay. Like when Jay was like, you know, in his prime, 2000, 99, 2001. Wasn't nobody flying in Hov. Like
absolutely.
Like
and Hov wasn't me. And Hov was just fly. It's crazy. Hov was just fly like on some
cool shit. Like he just like on some cool regular shit. Like he like, you know.
Look. So you're an uptown nigga. Look, I love Dame, man. I love Jay, of course, obviously, but Dame is that's like a New York City. If you're from New York City,
Dame is my man, bro.
If you're from New York, Dame is like your life coach.
Dame is my man, bro.
That's my life coach. You know what I'm saying? And I heard a funny story not so long ago. They was talking about Jay and shit. He was like, yeah, man, Jay was fly, but you know, he dressed like a Brooklyn nigga, man. Like, yeah, white tees. And I was just thinking about that. I was like, damn, that's me. Like, I'm a fly. I'm fly. Like, I get it going. But you know, nigga, the Africans is rich off of me every day. White tees. I'm like, oh, like, but then I'm not a BK nigga though. Like, I'm way fly to I mean, you know, shout out to my BK niggas. BK niggas is fly.
Yeah, shouts out to Brooklyn for sure.
I'm a Bronx nigga, man. You know, it's uptown, the same thing as Harlem, like in the same, you know, in the same. Sure. So, it was just funny how you were saying. He was like, "Yo, Jay was fly." Like,
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like with Dame and them, they was like, you know, especially like Dame. Like I heard the stories where they was like, when they first met Jay, he had Uptowns on. That's some Harlem.
That's what I was about to say. He was like, "Yo, this Brooklyn nigga's wearing Uptowns."
He's wearing Uptowns. Like,
where you from? Yeah.
Like, listen, man.
That was hard.
Shouts out the Hov, man. But yeah, he's like the Scarface. Like you want to wear your fucking suit with the wide collar with the 3 gold chains and shit. Like he's essentially
that. He was more like the Godfather. I think
but you know what I mean. I don't mean like him being like that. I just mean like the fact that everybody wants to emulate that. Like, don't nobody want to emulate how the Godfather dressed. Like, everybody want to emulate how.
You see, that was the thing. That's the thing. Niggas don't want to emulate how the Godfather dressed, but they want to move. They want to emulate how they
want to move how he move. Just like how, like, okay, so like shouts out to Benny, right? Like he said I want to be more like Sosa, not Tony, right? Essentially, that's what he said, right?
Because Sosa was the cool one the whole time. You know who smoked Tony?
No, right, exactly. You know, but you know, like watching the movie, like we just be like, damn, we want to be like Tony Montana, like he's the guy. But then when you take a step back, you be like, yeah, I don't really like the way Tony was moving. Like,
no, but there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that's admirable admirable about like the Tony character that I think people like in the sense of like just being somebody that came from nothing and like went that hard to go get something. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
That's what you would want to be about Tony. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be as sporadic and crazy as blood, like, but you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that bro came from, you know what I'm saying? He was just in the refugee camp with the Miami was on some like, nigga, we about to be up. Like, and then that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but that's the best way or the best analogy I can use to describe those albums. Like they're great movies. Like they're great movies with great scores, right? Like
you was the first one who thought of that too, just now too. That's a blog worthy. Nah, that's a really debate worthy. Like some some shit. You should fuck with that.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I'm gonna make that a tagline.
Yeah, no, that's a hard concept because once people start thinking about that,
I just came up with that off the top, just in the middle of the conversation. Yeah. Like just because I'm a movie buff too. Like it's nothing I'm not into really. Like when it comes to like creativity, like movies, TV, like art.
What's your favorite movie?
Types of shit. My favorite movie. Chill, son, don't laugh at me. See, I don't know why I like this movie so much. I feel like I like this movie because
you stole it. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, but I got to like explain it because you gonna fucking laugh at me.
No, I'm not. I love movies, bro.
No, my favorite movie of all time is Hitch with Will Smith.
That's funny.
I'm gonna tell you now, like I had to explain why though, like because I just feel like with that movie, like it's just I don't know, like he was on some smooth shit, like it was mad relatable. It was mad relatable, like
yeah, Will.
You feel me? Like you know he trying to get his chick, you know what I'm saying? She got some bad information. She thought he was something he wasn't. Had to go through the bullshit to get it back. Hey, that's typical, you know. Like, that's typical shit.
Nah, she thought she was something he wasn't, but he was doing it though.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was thorough for sure.
Yeah.
But she thought he was something that he wasn't. Like she thought he was some scumbag type nigga. Like, nah, I'm just good with talking to women.
That's mad funny. I thought you was gonna say some shit like yo heat.
Nah, like
yo fucking. Nah, that's all. I fuck with that.
What's your favorite movie? Cause I actually go ahead. Tell me that. Yeah, tell me that, and then I'm gonna go into something because I found this shit. I was listening to some of your interviews. I'm pretty sure you know where I'm about to go with this. But
Natural Born Killers.
That's
I got a bunch of them. They switch. They vary sometimes. It's really The Shining. It's a bunch of them. The Shining, Natural Born Killers.
You like horror movies?
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorites. But I like just like psychological thriller type shit. Like Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino is probably my favorite director ever.
So something like The Usual Suspects would be like on your list.
Mr. Pink, Mr. Greed.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dog, that was that. Usual Suspects.
Yeah, that's what's his name? He Verbal Kent. Yeah, he had the like he was telling the story, like they had him in lockup, and he was telling the story about like you know like the jobs that they was pulling.
Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, Kaiser Soze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's the movie.
Yeah, tough. Kaiser Soze, hard because again nobody knew that was Kaiser. He was acting like he was playing the fool the whole time. Yeah. Quentin Tarantino was the hardest, bro. All the Kill Bills, motherfucking
Kill Bill's top
Jackie
top
Brown,
another top level.
Hateful Eight. Fucking, he's tough, man. He's tough.
No, yeah, yo.
Him and Spike Lee be going through their thing.
Spike Lee, my man. Spike Lee's my favorite. Spike Lee's my favorite producer and film director of all time.
And shout out to him too. That She's Gotta Have It shit. They
played the movie and the television show.
Roberto, they play Roberto. They have Roberto on like the playlist or something on like. Yeah. So shout out to him, man. But nah, and I know he has beef with Quentin. Him and Quentin got some kind of beef just because he don't really like how Quentin be,
he's saying nigga and all that. Yeah, word. Nah, yo, so go ahead.
Nah, I'm not mad at he's not mad at he's mad at that. That's justifiable, but I don't know. I think it's art. You know what I'm saying? Like It's kind of expression.
I don't know, man. Like I agree with you on that, but that's like at what cost though? Like,
yo, so what's the difference between Spike sitting back and using and saying cracker or blah blah blah, or using kind of like some kind of slang?
No, I don't feel like there's no difference necessarily.
That's to say it like that. It is a difference because I'm
about to get into it. No, I was about to get into that. I just meant like I don't think there's no difference as far as like face value of like they're both derogatory words for people, but diving deeper into it, you don't got 400, 500 years of oppression that goes along with that, which is why I said, at what cost do you continuously use words like that or keep putting that shit in your art? Like, I get it, but come on, son. Like,
I take that back too. I don't mean to sound so like ignorant about it. I definitely get that too. That is true. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, is this nigga really in his everyday life saying nigga? Like walking around, sitting back and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, we don't know.
I'm pretty sure he probably is on some like white boy crazy like 90s shit, but still, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I look at it. I like when I try to judge art in that situation sometimes, and it's crazy for me to say that though, because again, sometimes you do have to like attach that person's name to their personal things, and then kind of you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's hard to disassociate like, you know, a personal thing from a person and then their art. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the thing with R. Kelly for man long with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Of course, man, you gotta cancel blood, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what he's been doing for, you know, that's wicked business. Yeah. But seriously.
He's also one of the best artists ever. Like, and that's undeniable. Like I don't know.
This nigga's walking around to this day because of him.
100%.
Was made off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
Not to say that cut him slack off.
No, I get it though.
Take away from, you know, stuff like that. Like it's like Harvey Weinstein, piece of shit. But then sometimes when I be watching movies and I be like, damn, he made this shit. Yeah. This movie's hard as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just parts like that. You know, so
no, real talk. I can get it. I don't know if like you should separate it or not. I find it hard to like
integrity wise. You probably should.
No, yeah, for sure. But like, I mean, even like listening to songs by people or watching movies, like you can't deny that the art is fucking phenomenal. But does it change like how you view it? Like when you listen to an R. Kelly song or something like that, does it change like how you listen to that song? Does it change how you listen to Bump and Grind?
Well, now somewhat because now when you think about like the influence of what he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Me being an artist, like, you know what I'm saying? It has to come from a real place, you know what I'm saying? And that real place that he was talking about these things was coming from the perspective of the girls, kind of like, so all of them like really deep sexual songs. I'm like, you looking at your shorty, you looking at someone else like, oh, in a weird way, you got to think about it. He was looking at it like on some the way he was. So that's why it kind of fucks around. It does take away from the art somewhat in some kind of way. It's now since I'm talking and thinking about it, but
damn, I got you thinking.
Yeah.
No, yeah, yo, I have to ask this question. Like I have to ask this question. What the fuck is your beef with Nicolas Cage, bro? Like.
Oh, he's horrible.
What's your beef with Nicolas Cage, man?
Yeah, man, he's a hard. Like I said, bro, I love movies. Like when you say your movie,
I
love movies. I love cinema. Like camera work, acting. Like you know what I'm saying, roles. I love people who can like that shit. That shit, like you know what I'm saying. I'm really infatuated with that shit. That shit is like really intrigues me in a crazy way. Cause like to think about the fact that you gotta like. You know what I'm saying? Jump into, I'm pretty sure every actor has fucking multiple personality disorder type shit. So when you have to like jump into these things and the best of the best, you know, rest in peace, Heath Ledger and shit like that. Yeah, like sure. I like real actors, do they? Like Sean Penn, and like, you know what I'm saying? There's some really good niggas out there, you know? And then you think of fucking Nicolas Cage. Like, bro, and I'm not even mad at Blood. Like, I swear when I see him, and when I see him in person, I'm just going, yo, hold up, bro. Like, I'm just gonna shut up. Like me and him's gonna have this regular. Cause I got a real attitude with him though. You know what I'm saying?
No,
because,
that's why I had to ask. I'm like, yo, what's the fucking beef? Like, yeah.
Nah, bro, he's in top-notch movies. They giving this nigga spots where there's niggas on the street that you know what I'm saying? I know niggas in the hood that could really act.
Nah, like
and this motherfucking stale-faced nigga, I swear, every fucking movie, this nigga got the same facial expression. And he says the same monotone voice, same kind of, like, I hate this nigga.
No, and I ain't gonna hold you. Like I come from acting too. Like when I was in college, like I did drama club and shit like that. Acted at some plays and things like that. So I'm familiar with the the whole thing of theater and shit like that. Right. Like I definitely feel what you're saying, but you can't tell me Face Off wasn't a hard movie. Like Face Off was hard
because Blow was in it. John Travolta, right? John Travolta's tough.
For sure.
He's a real actor. My son
Nicolas Cage ain't carry that? No, he ain't carry the movie a little bit? Nah? You're not going to give him that much? I'll give him that much because Face Off is one of the hardest movies.
He can have Face Off. He can have Face Off. That's cool. He can have Face Off. Face Off is actually a really good movie.
It's a great movie, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But again, I think it was John, man. My son Travolta, man. John Travolta's, he's mean.
Yeah, Travolta's nice. Travolta's nice. Yeah, I was about to say he been doing this shit since the 70s. Like, son's nice for sure.
I remember seeing Grease as a kid. Like, this is hard. and I hate movies that were like niggas are singing.
Yeah, like musicals and shit.
I hate shit like that. But that was a hard movie.
No, it's a couple dope musical movies like In the Heights. Like that just came out. That's a that's a hard movie right there. No bias is included. That movie's hard. You never see that?
No.
Oh no, you gotta check that out, bro. Like it just came out like maybe like a month ago, maybe.
Yeah.
You ever watch She's Gotta Have It, the TV show?
Yeah.
The main character. Well, the main character. No. The main character of In the Heights is the kid that played Mars in the show.
Oh, that's my dog. That's the nigga Anthony Ramos.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You know him personally?
Yeah. Me and him. He's the one who put me on the playlist. Him personally. He makes music.
Oh no, yeah, I know he performs in the show. Like
he's a singer. Yeah, he's a real singer. But yeah, no, he's the one who me and him spoke a few times. Yeah, but he the one reached out to me. He was like, yo, wow. I love you, brother. Yeah, Anthony Ramos. So
yeah.
Shout to him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shouts out to him, man. Yeah, he's the main character in The Heights. That movie is phenomenal, bro. Like that's probably one of the better movies of the year for sure. So whenever you get a chance, check that out.
Send that to me. Yeah. Where's it on? Amazon?
It's on.
This is crazy too, bro. This is fire too, bro. Because we super off music right now. It's crazy.
Nah, yeah. I mean, listen. I told you it's a conversation piece. It's not an interview, bro. It's a conversation piece.
I forgot we was even. I thought we was on FaceTime for a second.
Nah. We still recording. No, but I think it's on HBO Max. I think
that's hard.
Yeah, I think it's on HBO Max. Yeah, but like even me just finding out that you have black hair Puerto Rican, that's something that you will love because it's about the Latino culture in Washington Heights, El Barrio.
Okay, well, you what are you? You giving me that? Yeah, you Puerto Rican? What are you?
Shh, don't tell nobody. Let's keep it quiet.
Yeah, no. My father's side though. My father's side though. It's typical Boricua, black Bronx shit.
That's how we moving right there. That's how we moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So knowing that now, like, cause I never knew that, bro. But I always heard you say the Don Camacho shit, and like I was like, I wonder what that is. I never had a chance to fucking ask you up until now. But Hector, my Hector Camacho. Like,
that's my grandmother's favorite boxer.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Boxing is another thing. Sports is like the other number one thing for me when it comes to like my top two things. I talk about music, of course, and then sports is another thing that's out of this world for me. But yeah, shouts out to Hector Camacho. Rest in peace to him, man.
Rest in peace.
Nah, but it's like now that I know that though, you should definitely check the movie out for sure. Like you gonna feel so like so entrenched with the your Latino heritage and all that shit. Yeah. That movie's hard, bro. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. In the Heights.
Yeah, yep. In the Heights is a musical.
And it's a musical.
Yeah, it's hot, bro. I'm telling you, I'm
gonna gear myself up for it.
I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but that movie is hard, bro. And it's kind of like the movie's kind of, it's kind of long. Like it's like 2 hours 20 something.
I love it. Yeah.
So it'll definitely be, you'll be sitting there for a little minute, but it's worth it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna smoke up and just watch that shit after. You remember? Oh, another one. I'm not gonna disrespect. There's two ones. What was the musical song? The shit that we just said. Grease.
Yeah, Grease.
Carmen. You ever seen Carmen? Beyonce.
Yeah.
It was a BET movie though. It never really even came. It was back.
What's the name is in there, right? Makai Pfeiffer.
Yes, he was rapping. Yeah, Makai Pfeiffer. He was rapping this shit. Yeah, you on your shit, boy. I like it. Yeah, Beyonce and Makai Pfeiffer, and she got clapped at the end or something, or somebody got shot at the end. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's another good joint.
Carmen, yeah, that was a classic.
All right, so look, let's get back on music real quick, and then we could go wherever you want to go after that. But let me get at least one more music question for sure. All right. Yeah. So for everybody who knows me, right, and has listened to the podcast, they know how big of a Griselda fan I am, right? Uh-huh. So I recently found out that you did some work with Griselda. So I want to ask you, in what capacity did you work with Griselda? And how does it feel to have worked with one of, if not the hottest group in the world right now?
Yeah, it was dope. It was an honor. They dope as shit. You know what I'm saying? And they fit the cloth that we've been going with for years over here for mad long. I mean, let me not say it like it's really entrenched like in this. Well, it is actually with the other business that I'm part of. Shout out to Frank, Daily Gems, app, website, Instagram. Everybody should check that out, the Daily Gems. And that's my brother. He's pretty much like managerial with me or Ochanosha and shit, and I work with him personally with Daily Gems. But yeah, that was the extent of working with them. We shot Makami
and West Side.
Makami and West Side Guns video. We shot that.
Yeah, fully.
Recently. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to the Zoes. We shot that inside of the Bronx, all around New York and shit. Frank and X did the B-rolls and shit. I helped out on just the scenes with the people and just sequencing and shit. And yeah, I was just happy to be part of it. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that, also, there's mutual people that we all know. Shout out to D-Jack.
Yeah, shouts out to I'm actually trying to get D-Jack to get on the pod, man, but he too busy to come fuck with me, man. I've talked to him a couple times. But yeah, I gotta say now, I'm gonna say it to you again. I'm putting it on you. Get D-Jack on here, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, no, D-Jack.
Shouts out to my man D-Jack, man. Hopefully I can get him on here soon.
D Jackson. There's a girl named Kat, Notorious Kat. I know for years that she's Benny's personal, manager and right hand, and just constantly every type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, we got some mutual things. We got some things going on. Things about to go on. Me and Benny was just recently on Top Shelf, the first tape that they did, Top Shelf Premium with Rosenberg. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just on there with him, with Benny. Just linked up with him not so long ago. You just dropped some more merch. So yeah, shout out to them. That's, it was dope fucking with them for real. And it's gonna get, we got some other stuff going on soon,
any music though? Any soon. Music coming? Really?
Yeah, it's on the way. I mean, I don't wanna.
No, you ain't gotta get into it if you ain't gotta get into it.
Yeah, no. It's
I'm a fan, bro. I told you, I told you, I came across your music, and Westside was the first one I heard. Westside is my favorite artist on the planet. Like, it ain't even bar none. Like the shit that he just do, and people don't even get it. Like they don't understand it, and I get why they wouldn't understand it. But for niggas who understand it,
that's a tiny house.
That's a tiny house. You feel me? I'm about to go stove shop.
We gonna get rich if the O's like it. Yeah, I fuck with Blood.
You fuck.
Fuck with Blood.
Yeah, like West Shot is like that again. Like that's one of the ultimate goals too. Like outside of like shooting for the fucking moon with Jay-Z and stuff like that. Like I would super duper love to get West Side on the pod. And
speaking into existence, man.
I'm trying to. Look, bro, the crazy, like I said, when I was talking to you, like off the record, and you told me that you did that song, like you worked on the video for the song, which by the way is my favorite song off of Pray for Haiti. Shouts out to my comment. Yeah, shouts out to my comment. Like that's one of the top 3 albums of the year, for sure. Like, so the fact that you did work on that, like that, that's something you should be proud of. Like for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Frank though. Shout out to Daily Gems. Shout out to Daily Gems. Ultranati X. Shout out to X, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Frank, my brothers. Like these are 2 people who I work closely with. They both do a lot of the videos that I've done and videos that we've done for other people. And yeah, that was kind of one of the biggest opportunities. Aside from working with like Jay Worthy. Shout out to the Blood. Mm-hmm. Motherfucking Larry June, which is now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Larry June was one of them ones as well. Shouts out to June for sure.
He's definitely. Frank just did a bunch of stuff with Larry June. We actually have a Daily Gems party coming up.
When is that?
Goddamn, 18th. I think I won't give you the wrong dates. It's the 18th
of July.
Yeah, the 18th from 1 to 8 p.m.
Is in the city?
Yeah, rooftop. Soho somewhere. I couldn't even tell you. I'm blanked out right now.
No, I already know. I'll tell you what. Yeah, after we get off here, just send me that because I'll definitely pull up for sure.
Yeah. No, that's our shit, and I'll get you in. You ain't gotta worry about it. I recommend everybody go buy tickets.
I got you.
Right here, so. Yeah, just you come. You don't have to. You good though.
No. I'm letting you know. I'm saying if you send me the address or whatever, I'll pull up for sure. It's not a problem at all.
Yeah, after this, I'm gonna send you everything. But yeah, we have a party for Daily Gems. For Daily Gems specifically for Daily Gems and friends for us. But like June is he just dropped the album, the Orange Print or something like that. So we're doing a party for him. Rooftop, he's gonna be performing, and other special guest performances and situations. So
okay, all right, that's dope, man. I wasn't able to fucking say it, but because I've never talked to you outside of like this right here. But I'm proud of you, man. Real shit.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. For real.
No, real talk, and I'm pretty sure I said this shit a bunch of times on the pod. And I don't really care, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm happy that I have a platform like this, and this was kind of like, one of the base ideas of even starting a podcast. Like outside of just wanting to record dope conversations that I was having with friends and shit like that, but to allow myself an opportunity to talk to people who influence me, or people who I feel like I want to build with, or work on fucking projects with, or whatever the case, and just get an opportunity to do that. Like without the pod, who knows if I would even have a chance to talk to you? And here we are building. You feel me? But I'm saying like we wouldn't have, it wouldn't have been an easy outlet to do that on. But now with the HolloTalk Podcast, here we are. We making it happen.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you though. Shout out to what I'm saying. Fucking HolloTalk, nigga. Shout out to motherfucking you, Nick. Shout out to the God. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to for real. Like, cause
appreciate
again,
that, bro.
Just I like to see work in general. You know what I'm saying? I like to see niggas just doing their shit and really, putting their best foot forward. And like I said, off the record when we was off the phone, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, damn, I didn't even know that, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't even talking about me specifically. He was like, yo, nigga, I just do this in general. Like, people who I'm inspired by. And
seriously.
Like, I'm shooting. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, because you're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take, cliche as it sounds, and it is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's the truth nonetheless.
The fact. So, yeah, we here just because we here because of that. I appreciate you. We appreciating what I do, and I appreciate you doing what you're doing right now. So, yeah, that's
it's much love from me to you, bro, and I appreciate that 110. All right, so before we go, right, I want you to plug everything, like, where niggas can find you, and then I got one more thing for you, and then I'll let you go. I promise.
Nah, we good. Cause look, nigga, we wasn't even supposed. We said way shorter.
No, yeah, way shorter than this. This shit like 2 hours.
Yeah,
2.5 hours. I told you, like we just gonna roll, bro. I told you.
Yeah. I mean, dot demo everywhere. Dot demo music, Twitter. Dot demo. Just Google. You can find the links. We have a project called 9300. 9300 is about to drop. Viper Records. Shout out to them. Ultra Notion, shout out to the family. You know what I'm saying? Run It Up Day, Pacino the Plug, Busy 2 Times, X, Frank. Everybody who has something to do with the shit, you know, if I go follow them, or just go look at Ultra page. The artists that we have, you know, Faith Lee just dropped a dope song. Mm-hmm. Dave Disler, Nas, well, Zion now, he goes by. He's switching the name up. Monty Slee, like I said, Run It Up Day. Kaz Cabo, dope producer. Shit, man, I'm missing some. You know, we got my man, goddamn.
You drawing a blank.
Yeah, Gene. Shout out to Gene, man. New member that we just did. My son Gene just came in. Austin. Shout out Austin. A bunch of niggas, man. There's a gang full of niggas from Ultra No shit that got some stuff going on. But we got an album that's about to drop. Daily Gems Party on the 18th.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up for sure. I'm telling you. Just make sure you send me all the info.
Yeah,
shit.
Just text me after this, and I'll just send it directly to you real quick.
No, most definitely. I told I'm definitely gonna pull up. Just drop the info and I, make it happen.
Yeah, you go with me, Mitch. You call me. I will be at the door. I'll get you straight in. So,
indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was good talking to you, though, bud.
All right, hold. Before you go, I need one more thing from you. So another little name flip. I need 3 daily gems from you for the people listening that they could take away from this conversation and apply to their life.
So, I mean, it was one of them I told you kind of we were talking before this is well, I think we said it throughout the duration of the conversation, but motherfucking have a team, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get some motherfucking team, some motherfucking people who believe in you just like you believe in you. And then they only gonna believe in you as much as you believe in yourself type
For
shit.
sure.
So you start with you and then have the homies, you know what I'm saying? That everything will fall in place, but just believe in yourself enough to be confident and open enough to have people work with you. You know what I'm saying? Be open. You know what I'm saying? But get you a team. You know, the thing was, you want to go fast, go by yourself. You want to go far, go with others. Type shit. 2, don't watch no Nicolas Cage movies.
Except Face Off.
Except Face Off, because John Travolta. Shout out to bro.
That's some petty shit, yo. That's some petty shit, yo.
And I don't know, man. 3, just fuck with all of the music, fuck with everything that we done dropped in the past. It's lit, I appreciate everybody who's been fucking with everything. Appreciate you, Nick.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you. Yo, real shit. What's your real name, yo? That's all good. So I know it for sure. Or you want to keep that a secret? Eric?
Derek D.
Oh, Derek. I wouldn't have fucking guessed that.
Derek, yeah. Dot. But that's been my name. That's been my name since I was young, though. I ain't never really hit a growth spurt. I'm probably like 6 feet or something like that, 5'11" or something. I'm short, but
that's not short.
5'11" is 6. I mean, I know me, man. And I play ball. I've always played point guard and played the 1-2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but my friend's grandmother, shout out, rest in peace, Miss Irby. Shout out to them. But every time I used to go over there and shit, she used to like see me out the window and shit. And I used to be with like all the older cousins and my pop's friends, and and everything. When I used to come around, she used to be like, you look mad small around these rings. You look like a dot, like you're a little small dot, like little dotty, like dot. It was crazy because I never really heard that nickname before that. It was a really old nickname. I was probably something like 10. Dotty, dot, like little dot. And that name kind of like transferred over. So I just kept with Dot's been my name since I was a kid. For
all right. That shit, I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah.
All right, well, shit. Is this the first time like people actually know what your real name is?
No, niggas know that it's Derek.
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta.
No, I'm not talking about your intermediate circle. I'm talking about like niggas that's going ahead. Like
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
that's public knowledge.
You got the internet in our hands. Like nigga, you could pop up. You probably type in Dot Demo right now on Google, literally, and Match is gonna pop up, and then Derek Ward is gonna pop up somewhere. Derek is gonna pop up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. Yeah.
No, I just had to ask, man. I was like, shit.
No, and you know niggas is goofballs too, nigga. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to keep that information away. Like the fuck out of here, nigga. Yeah, nah, I'm from a real place, man. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, too, like, yeah, nigga, I'm my shit is already public domain. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
Niggas don't have to figure it out eventually.
No, man. So we're gonna conclude, man. This has been a fucking pleasure for me, bro. Like, seriously, like I told you, I've been listening to you for a very long time, and the fact that we was able to pull this off and make this happen and make it as enjoyable as it has been, it means the world, bro. Seriously.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, but this ain't the end though. I said I'm gonna pull up to the event, and even after that, we're gonna continue working some things. We definitely gonna have you back.
Nah, you just gave the homie, man. Like I fuck with you, bro.
Nah,
again, it was ill that weekend. Like at first we was talking about specific things with music, and then it just branched off. And then literally, I went downstairs and grabbed some herbs. I probably shouldn't be saying that. Shout out to good people who sell flowers in the legal state of New York now.
Yeah, for sure.
Grab some flowers and shit. And I'm walking up the steps. And I'm like, I'm on FaceTime with this nigga? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? But it was a good combo, though, bro.
Nah, yeah, man. So I'm gonna let you go, but I just want to say thank you to all the HolloTalk Podcast listeners and supporters, for listening through and through. I want to thank my boy Demo, for coming on. I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Yo, Val, I gotta send back these jeans too right now too. I'm in the process of packing these shit up right now and sending them up.
Nah, yeah, man. Yeah, but that's it though, man. I truly, thoroughly appreciate it, bro. And
HolloTalk, man. HolloTalk Podcast.
No, you gotta let everybody know, man.
Appreciate y'all, man, for having me. I love y'all. Appreciate you, bro. For real.
Of course, man. We love you too, bro. Again, I'm proud of you, bro. Shit. Now that I'm actually able to tell you that face to face, I'm dead ass proud of you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
No, yeah, but with that being said, thank you, bro. Listen, we gonna keep pushing. Like the fact that I'm able to even do some shit like this, it only gives me motivation to keep going further.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, this has been another episode of HolloTalk Podcast. I want to thank my boy Demo again for coming on here and dropping some daily gems. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Shout out Daily Gems, Ultra No Shot. So yes, sir. Man, appreciate you having me.
And be on the lookout for 9300. That's coming out soon, right?
Yes, sir. That part right there, Ultra No Shot.
All right. Peace.
Peace, brother.